Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Richard Chaplin and the founder and chief executive of the Managing Partners Forum, and I'm your proud host for today's ceremony. Now, the awards that we are about to celebrate are Management Excellence Awards, and they recognize the vital contribution of management to the business of professional services firms. Now, as you'll hear from many of the winning entries, that contribution was vital during the pandemic, at times verging on existential. Now, in common with all forum events, the awards have an important educational dimension. So I'll be conducting live interviews with a representative from each of the winning firms on the challenges that they faced and how they went about resolving them. And I'm sure you'll be inspired by hearing about their fantastic achievements. As you know, the Forum's awards are grouped under three themes, each with multiple categories. And these are the themes, you can see them on the slide. So helping your clients be more productive, enabling your community to flourish, and making your business more productive. Now, in addition to announcing winners for each category, we will also be recognizing 3 Best in Theme winners at the end of the ceremony. And we're also giving an Exceptional Achievement Award to an individual who has made a significant contribution to our sector. So let's start with the client theme, and let's remind ourselves of the description that was so important in shaping submissions for this theme. And I'm reading here: the pandemic has brought clarity over the advisors who are truly client-centric. Does your frontline describe themselves solely by reference to their expertise, law, accountancy, architecture, or also by their contribution to their clients? So, the second category is to the area of best collaboration with clients. And I'd like to mention, she's already with me, she's really quick on the mark, is Sheena McDermott, who is the head of leadership and management programs at our sponsors, Be the Business. Welcome, Sheena, and delighted you can join us today. And as I said, we haven't met before, so this is a virtual e-meeting, so even better. So let's talk through the people who have been shortlisted for your category. And the finalists are A&L Goodbody, Arthur Cox, Mason, Hayes and Curran. And anybody's thinking, aren't they all Irish firms? Well, they actually all have an English presence. Would maybe wondering, is there going to be a 4th Irish firm? But it isn't, it's Meridian West. So there you go. So anyway, those are your 4 shortlisted firms. And we'll just run through and talk about who's in second place. And in second place is the Arthur Cox. And now it's over to you, Sheena, to announce the winner.
Pleasure to do so. The winner today is A&L Goodbody.
Fantastic. And I'd wanted to now welcome Paula Reed to the stage. Hopefully you can join us. Hi, Paula. How are you?
Hello, Richard. Hello, Sheena.
Congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
I think the last time I saw you was when we did the in-person show in London all those years ago. So it's lovely to have you back as a winner once again. So congratulations on that. Whilst Sheena is leaving, I would now like to kind of talk a little bit about your entry, and if I may ask you some questions as to help the people who are in the audience a little bit more about it. And let's start with something fairly basic, if I may, and which is a lot of people in the audience use the term knowledge management without really knowing what it means. Why do you think it's important for a firm to have a strong KM capability? What sort of difference does it make, do you find?
Well, I mean, I guess as somebody who's spent most of their professional life in a KM role, I have always felt it's critical to a lot of things. Obviously, business efficiency. I also think it's really important in terms of just generating a good atmosphere. You know, the systems which are needed to make KM work hinge on good behaviors in lawyers. And I think when you have those systems becoming embedded, then that actually succeeds with, driving the right culture. So it's a win-win at both a business and at a people level.
And one of the points you make in the submission is about the journey that a GC, a client, might go through between wanting to do knowledge management and practical implementation. I mean, what do you find are the hurdles? Is this about time, or is it maybe mindset? I mean, why is it that GCs seem to need this help on that journey?
I think the GCs that we've worked with are absolutely, very focused and interested in having a KM solution. I think the struggle that we see is that oftentimes they don't actually have a bespoke, KM support function. And so therefore it's very difficult for them to achieve, consistent momentum with any knowledge initiative. And as you know, Rome is certainly not built in a day when it comes to knowledge initiatives. And therefore, people can just lose the will to. Yes, the valuable piece was the behind the toolkit we developed for GCs.
And have you found that it is a catalyst for conversations with clients around problem solving? Is that what you're finding now that you're using it?
I think it is, because I think the other, factor that we've seen and we know, which I'm sure will resonate with the audience, is, the GCs typically may not have a significant budget to spend on knowledge initiatives. And so at the heart of this toolkit is really very simple solutions, which are centered on behaviors and on people, as opposed to, suggestions that they need to make some big tech investment. And so it takes the GC through the life cycle of a KM journey, from the very basic, kickoff question: what do we need to, what maybe a good KM solution might look like, but broken down into bite-sized pieces. And I guess.
Well, quick last question, if I may. I mean, do you see it becoming a revenue stream in its own right, or do you see it more around helping your enhance relationships with your clients?
Very much the latter. Certainly, currently we think it's about, assisting client legal teams, and I think there are great synergies between a knowledge team in a law firm and a legal team supporting a business. And I think empathy is at the heart of a lot of good knowledge solutions for client legal teams. So it's very much in that supportive space.
Okay, well, we're going to have to call it a day there now, but congratulations again, Paula.
Thank you.
Do pass the message back to Dublin and all the other good cities that you're in. And congratulations.
Thank you so much, Richard. Thank you.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
That really concludes the awards for this year. And I wanted to congratulate all the winners and say better luck next year to everyone else. Thank you all for being here. Hopefully see you next year for the 21st anniversary of these unique awards. And hopefully, one never quite knows in life, they'll be face to face. So thank you again.